Good day, students. Today we're going to perform your lesson 11 activity advanced report. So we're going to start with your project 11-1, create and address labels for the author. So you need to send out a confidential contract information to the authors in the business book division. Create the labels for the author using the author contact information table. So let's get ready and launch in our Access if it is not already running. Okay. So in our backstage view, we're going to locate our project 11 data files. So let's go to your open button. Next, we're going to locate our project 11 data files in our computer. So in our project 11 data files, we're going to select Lucerne database and click open. Next, we're going to click enable content. And instruction number 2, we're going to save the database as Lucerne XXX, where the XX is your initial. So let's go to your file, save database as, and we're going to save this as Lucerne, followed by your initial. Next, we're going to save this in our answer folder. And click save. Next, click enable content so that we can modify our database. Instruction number 3, select the author contact information table in our navigation pane. So this is our author contact navigation table. Next, let's go to your create tab. In the reports group, we're going to click label. So let's go to your create tab, reports group, and then labels. Instruction number 5, select the C2242 label in the product number box and click next. So we have your product number box. We're going to select C2242, and of course we're going to select or click next. Instruction number 6, select Arial from the font name menu and select 9 from the font size menu. So we're going to select Arial for our font name and 9 points for the size. Next, click italic button and click next. So we're going to select, by default it is selected, italic, and click next. Next, key in confidential in all caps and press enter. So in our prototype label, we're going to type confidential and then press enter. So our insertion point moves to the next line. Next, instruction number 9, we're going to key in for addressee only and then press enter again. So for addressee only. And we're going to press enter again. Next, we're going to select author first name field and click the button to press spacebar. So in our available field, we're going to select author's first name and click this move button, and it will move the selected field in our prototype label. Next, we're going to press spacebar in our keyboard. Next, select the author last name and do the same. So next, we're going to select last name and press the next button. So this time, we're going to press enter key in order to move to our next line. So in our next line, we're going to select author address field, then press, and of course, we're going to press enter. So in our next line again, instruction number 13, select author city field and click the next button or move button and key in a comma and press spacebar. So we're going to select author city and click move. Then we're going to key in a comma and then a space bar. Next, we're going to instruction number 14, select the author state field and click next and then again space bar. So author state, next, then space bar, and instruction number 15, select the author zip field and click the next button. So author zip field, then click move, and that's it. So we're going to click finish button. And now we are shown with the actual result of our activity for project 11-1, creating a label. Next, instruction number 17, close the report. So we're going to right click on the tab of our report and then click select close. Next, leave access open for our next project. And that's it for your project 11-1. Create a label. Okay, so let's proceed with your project 11-2 total and preview the book sales report. So finish the book sales report to show totals for domestic and international sales. You also need to make some adjustment in the print preview before printing. Take note that we need to use the database open from our previous project, project 11-1. So let's go to our database. Next, before doing anything, let's save this as file, save database as, and we're going to save this as Lucerne 11-12, just to indicate that this is our answer for our project 11-12, and click save. Next, click enabled content. Instruction number 1, open the book sales report. So let's go to your navigation pane and select book sales report. Double click to open. Next, instruction number 2, in our layout view, select domestic sales field header. So now our report is in the layout view, so we're going to select domestic sales in our header. So check layout view, domestic report. So make sure that your report is open in the layout view. Then we're going to select domestic sales report. And instruction number 3, on the design tab, in a grouping and totals group, click total button and select sum for the menu from the menu. So let's go to your design tab, totals, and select sum. So the sum of all the costs of the sales, or the sum of domestic sales, should appear below your table. Next, select the international sales field header, and instruction number 5, on the design tab, and the group and totals group, we're going to select sum as well. So while the international sales header is selected, let's go to your design tab, totals group, totals, and then click sum. Next, select the book title field header. So this is our book title field header. And on the design tab in the group and totals group, click total button and count record. So let's go to your design tab, group and total, grouping and totals group, total, and then select count record. So the result should appear below your column. Next, instruction number 8. On the design tab in the view group, click view menu and select print preview from the menu. So let's go to your print preview tab. Let's go to your design tab, then print preview, then views group, and we're going to select print preview. So we have now your print preview tab. So in your print preview tab, in the page size group, select or click margin button and select wide. So let's go to your print preview tab, margin, and we're going to select wide. Next, on the print preview tab again, in the zoom group, click the zoom button and select fit to window. So let's go to your print preview tab, zoom group, zoom, then fit to window. Next, instruction number 11, save the report. So let's go to your book sales tab and then right click and then click save. Next, instruction number 13, close the report and leave access open for the next project. So let's go to right click and then close. And that's it, student, for your project 11-2 total and preview the book sales report. Now let's have your project 11-3 create a group report with aggregate field. Your supervisors asked you to create a report using the monthly sales by store table that shows monthly sales by store. So let's get ready and launch Access if it is not already running. So let's go to your file and click open. So in our project 11 data files, we're going to select Fort Coffee database and click open. Now instruction number 2, save the database as Fort Coffee XX, where the XX is your initial. So let's go to your file, save database as. We're going to save this in our folder, and we're going to save this as Fort Coffee and then our initial, and click save. Next, click enable content. Instruction number 3, select the monthly sales by store table. So in our navigation pane, we're going to select monthly sales by store table. Next, instruction number 4, use the report wizard to create a report that includes the month, stores, and sales of the field. So let's go to your create tab, and reports group, and then report wizard. So in our report wizard dialog box, we're going to select the the field of month, store, and then sales. And just click next. Next, instruction number 5, group by store and create a step layout. So in our dialog box, do you want to add any grouping levels? So we're going to group this by store and click next button and then click next. And of course, we're going to click next and we're going to select the layout step and click next. And then just click finish. And that's it. Instruction number 6, close print preview and switch to layout view to decrease the width of month and sales column. So what we're going to do is that we're going to, in our print preview tab, go to your close preview button. Next, let's go to your view design tab, view group, and then we're going to select layout view. So in our layout view, we're going to decrease the manually the width of the month and sales column. So let's start with month. And of course, next is the sales. And that's it. Next, instruction number 7, click the group and sort button to open a group and sort and total pane. So in our design tab, let's go to groupings and totals group and click group and sort button. Now below your window, you have your group, sort, and total pane. So instruction number 8, click the add sort button and select cells from the menu, sort from smallest to largest. So we're going to click add sort and we're going to sort this by cells from smallest to largest. Next, select the sales column Structure number 10, click the total button and select sum from the menu. So while the sales column is selected, let's go to your total and select sum. So the answer should appear below each of the store. So sales total for store 651 and sales total for 656 and so on. Next, instruction number 11, save the report. So let's go to your monthly sales by store tab, right click and click save. Next, leave access open for our next project. And that's it for your project 11-3. Create a group report with aggregate field. Next, let's proceed with your project 11-4. Print preview and print the monthly sales report. So you need to print the monthly sales by store report and view the report in print preview to make sure that the report is centered on the page before printing. So we're going to use the Fort Coffee XX and the database that we saved from the previous exercise. So let's go to your database. So before doing anything, let's close all the object. And let's go to your file and save database as. So we're going to save this as Fort Coffee, our initial, and then 11-4, just to indicate that this is our answer for this project. And click Save and click Enable Content. So we're going to open our monthly sales by store. And let's go to your Home tab, View Group, and of course, let's go to Print Preview. Instruction number 2, click the Zoom button and select Fit to the window. So Print Preview tab, Zoom Group, Zoom, Fit to window. Next, click the Margin button and select Wide from the menu. So let's go to your margins and then select Wide. Next, click the Landscape button. So let's go to Print Preview tab, Page Layout Group, and Landscape. Next, click the Page Setup button. So Page Setup button. And instruction number 6. Click the Print Option tab in the Margin section, key 1 in the top box and key 1 in the bottom box. So print option, top is 1 inch, bottom is also 1 inch. And for the left and right, we are going to adjust this into 1.5. And then instruction number 8, click OK. Next, instruction number 9, click the Print button and click OK to print the report, or click Cancel to close the dialog box. So let's go to your Print Preview tab, then Print. And we're going to click Cancel because we don't need to print our document. Instruction number 11, click the Close button to print preview. So we're going to click Close Print Preview to go back to our previous layout view. Next, instruction number 12, close the report. So let's go to your monthly sales by store report tab and of course select Close. And lastly, close our database. So right click and close. And that's it for your Project 11-4 preview and print the monthly sales report. So let's proceed with your Project 11-5 group and total the inventory report. So as a marketing manager of the Wingtip Toys, you review inventory information regularly with other employees. Add groups and totals to the inventory report before your meeting with the production manager. So let's get ready and launch our access again. In our backstage view, we're going to select or click Open Dialog Box. And select our Project 11 data files. So in our Project 11 data files, we're going to select Wingtip Database and click open. Next, we're going to save this as wingtip plus our initial. So we're going to save this in our answer folder, and we're going to save this as wingtip and your initial, and click save. Next, click enable content. Instruction number 3, open the inventory report. So in our navigation pane, we're going to open our inventory report. So double click the object from our navigation pane. Next, instruction number 4, switch to layout view and open group insert and total pane. So let's go to your home tab, view group, and select layout view. So in our layout view, click group insert button to display group insert and total pane. Next, instruction number 5, group the report by in stock field. So we're going to add a group. So click add group button and select it. Select from the menu in stock field. Next, sort the description column from A to Z. So we're going to click our description column heading, right click, and sort A to Z. Okay, so next, instruction number 7, sum the price field and show the grand total and the totals in group footer. So we're going to select the price field first, or the price heading column, and let's go to your total. From the design tab, groupings and totals group, then totals. Then we're going to select sum. So the sum of all the prices should be below at each of the items. And the final sum should appear at the end of the column of the price column. Next, save and close the report. So right click on the inventory tab, then click save, and then right click again and click close. Finally, close the database. And that's it for your project 11-5 group and total inventory report. Let's proceed with your project 11-6. Create labels for Alpine Ski House customers. So in your position as administrative assistant for Alpine Ski House, you are involved in a variety of projects. The owners want to send special thank you letter and promotion to previous customers. Create a labels for the mailing. So again, let's get ready and launch our Access. In our backstage view, let's click open. Then we're going to locate our project 11 data files from our computer. In our project 11 data files, we're going to select Alpine database and click open. Next, instruction number 2, save the database as Alpine XX, where the XX is your initial. So let's go to your file, then click save database as, and we're going to save this as Alpine, your initial, save it in our folder, and click save. Next, click enable content. Instruction number 3, open the customers table. So in our navigation pane, select customer table and double click to open the object. Instruction number 4, use the label wizard to create address labels for all the customers in the table. So let's go to your Create tab, Reports Group, Labels. And on our label wizard, we're going to select C2160 label. So we're going to select C2160 label and click Next. And we're going to accept the default. So click Next. In our prototype label, we're going to arrange the customer's last name, first name, address, city, state, and zip code fields appropriately on the label mailing. So let's start with your last name. So customer's last name, press Next. And of course, space followed by the first name. So press enter to move to the next line. Let's have the address, space, and of course, city. Next, in our next line, we're going to select state and of course, zip code. So state, space, and zip code. And just click Next. And of course, next again. We're going to name this as Customers Label. So instruction number 7, name the label as Customers Label. So Customers Labels. And then click Finish. And this is the final output for our project 11-6. So there's no need to print the document for now. Just click right click on the customer's label and click Save. And finally, instruction number 9, close the database. And that's it, student, for your project 11-6, create labels for Alpha and Ski House customers. So for your project 11, you are expected to submit the following output. So we have your Alpine database, Fort Coffee in your answer for your project 11-4, the Fort Coffee database, Lucerne database, your answer in 11-2, your Lucerne database, and of course the Wingtip database. And that's it for your Lesson 11 Advanced Report. Thank you for your time, and again, see you in our next project.